This is the critical, existential question facing Africa today. If the continent fails to embrace and develop its own AI capabilities, becoming a passive consumer rather than an active producer, the consequences will be severe, leading to a new and dangerous era of divergence that could reverse decades of development gains. The fate of Africa, without AI, would likely be defined by a widening gap across all major pillars of development: economic, social, and political. Here is a breakdown of the likely consequences. 1. Economic stagnation and deepened poverty. Without AI as a growth engine, Africa's economic potential would be severely capped, making it increasingly difficult to meet the needs of its rapidly growing population. Failure to leapfrog AI offers the chance to skip legacy infrastructure, like fixed phone lines, and jump straight to optimized digital systems, like mobile banking. Without AI, sectors like finance, logistics, and supply chain management remain inefficient, shackled by manual processes, and unable to compete globally. The cost of inefficiency: African economies would forfeit the potential $1.20 to $1.5 trillion boost to GDP projected by 2030 that AI is expected to provide, remaining highly reliant on volatile commodity exports. Loss of global competitiveness: developed nations will use AI to achieve massive productivity gains, e.g., automated manufacturing, hyper-efficient logistics. African industries, reliant on traditional low-cost labor, will lose their only competitive advantage as automation becomes cheaper than labor, even in low-wage environments. Investment diversion: global investors will favor regions where advanced technologies and robust digital infrastructure allow for the highest returns. Capital and foreign direct investment, FDI, would be diverted away from Africa, financing AI accumulation in advanced economies. 2. Widening social divides and deteriorating public services. The core challenges Africa faces, food security, health, and education, would become significantly harder to solve without AI. Worsening food insecurity: without AI-driven precision agriculture, AI-guided drones, soil sensors, climate-smart farming, African agriculture will remain highly vulnerable to climate change and manual inefficiency, failing to solve the food crises. Stalled healthcare: AI is essential for remote diagnostics, predicting disease outbreaks, and personalizing treatment in areas lacking specialists. Without it, the vast disparity in healthcare access and quality between urban centers and rural villages will remain critical. Exacerbated digital divide: low AI adoption would be the result of and the cause of a deeper digital divide. Countries that fail to establish the necessary infrastructure, power, high-speed internet, data centers, will fall further behind, leaving their populations marginalized from the global digital economy. 3. Technological and political dependency. A lack of indigenous AI capacity results in a loss of sovereignty and increasing dependency on foreign tech powers. Technological colonialism: African nations would be relegated to being passive consumers of AI models built and trained in the West or East. These models are trained on foreign data, often lack local context, African languages, cultural nuances, and contain inherent biases that can perpetuate social injustices, e.g., biased facial recognition, discriminatory loan algorithms. Data extraction: the data generated by African users would continue to be collected, processed, and monetized by foreign tech companies, fueling the global AI industry elsewhere without tangible local benefit. This is a form of digital resource exploitation that mirrors historical resource extraction. Weakened governance: AI is becoming an essential tool for public service delivery, fighting corruption, and improving urban planning. Without it, governments will struggle to implement effective, data-driven policies to manage complex and rapidly growing populations. Conclusion: the fate of Africa without AI is not one of merely standing still, but of falling dangerously behind. The AI revolution is accelerating global convergence for those who participate, but for those who do not, it risks triggering a severe divergence that locks the continent into a cycle of structural underdevelopment and deepened dependency. The imperative for Africa is to act now, focusing on 1. Talent development, training the next generation of African data scientists and AI engineers. 2. Infrastructure, investing in stable power and high-speed, affordable internet access. 3. Ethical governance, establishing robust local policies to ensure AI is built ethically and serves local needs. It is a choice between a future of leapfrogging or a future of lingering in the analog past,